Oh, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is cold here. Man, it's like 32, maybe 31 degrees. It's like, man, that's twice as cold as I like it. And I don't even like it in the 60s. How are you lovely souls today? Stirring around? I'm sure that some of you are in much colder weather with a lot of snow. Thank God. And then some of you, Yaz, is nice to see you yesterday, and of course you're going back where it's warm and all the fresh fruits and stuff. And so had a lot of YouTubers over the Christmas holidays coming in and meeting them, and just had a great time. Had some good pictures. I got a ton of great Christmas cards from all of you guys. I appreciate that immensely. Just got a lot of nice Christmas cards here. Appreciate it. We've been slamming so much. UPS. What? Just some beautiful cards. Thank you all so much. I showed you some the other day. Some beautiful cards here. Thing about creation, it should be beautiful. You know, unfortunately, duality is essential if you're going to have any life at all outside of the Supreme Being. It has to have duality. This is beautiful. Duality attached to it. And where you have the positive, you have the negative, you know. So I'm going to, you can see here that I'm this backed up now. And some more, because I was trying to do some individual tapes, and I got a couple of them. Let me know the ones you want. I'm going to do one on cholesterol. One of you asked. I'm going to get into the rest of the more problematic problems and loop some together so you all will be easier to access that. And so I'm glad you're all doing well. For those that are having tough times in healing crisis, my love's with you. We'll get through it. Don't worry about it. Sometimes are a little rough, but hang in there. Others, you guys are just kicking butt. I can't say enough about it. Heaven and earth. Hello, Dr. Morse. I have a question about fasting. You have spoken about fasting several times, and I know you see the Master Cleanse for your clients, and you like fruit fasting the best. I am fasting for spiritual reasons for 40 days. Love it. And I decided to do the Master Cleanse. Ooh, 40 days on lemons. Ooh, that'll be a butt kicker. I did a 21-day water fast in the spring, and it was one heck of a ride. 3 days later, I had an edema in both legs. Went away with compression socks and elevation. Now, so this is how interesting this is. You know, even in detoxification, you saw where this person's lymph system was moving, and then he got slight tingling in the toes ever since. Could use advice. Yeah, I'll put this to you. You want to dig back in and move that lymph, get those kidneys. This is where your lymph hit your kidneys, and your kidneys said, well, I don't know what time is it, so this is what happened, why your legs swell and everything like that. This is a real kidney issue, my friends, so you really want to take care of your kidneys, get your adrenal glands up, clean your bowels out, and pull on that lymph. Probably want to be gentle pulling on lymph initially here because of what you saw during simple fasting and your legs swell. That just shows that your kidneys, the lower back's involved here, and you want to go ahead and get back and do that again and get those kidneys filtering. Look for sediment in your urine. But when I read that, I said, ooh, immediately your kidneys weren't filtering. I think I showed you this one. Is this not a beautiful card? I love that. Esoteric, etheric, all neat stuff that takes you beyond the realm of the physical, constipation, basically. Oh, wow. Tripera carapa. Let's see. This is Peter from Belgrade, Serbia. I thought this was pretty interesting. You got your mom's kidneys filtering, man? Good. Great, 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 great. We're almost up to 3,000 subscribers, guys. That's pretty good, I think. We've only been on since the last of March. And got to remember, this isn't for everyone. I'm amazed that there's so many beautiful souls on here already. You guys have my heart, because at any given time, these higher levels of understanding God and of understanding health isn't readily received, as you guys already know. You have to be some of the awakened ones to grasp the need to go raw and to get your health together and stuff like this. So all those spiritual people, and it doesn't matter what religion you're from, you know, it has nothing to do with that. This is all, I consider all people going to religion and things as God lovers in their own way. Some, you know, very ritualistic, going to churches and synagogues and stuff like that. But, you know, I look at everyone as God trying to waken up to a certain point, and that there's still many that maybe just came to this level that's out playing and enjoying the ride. So, hard to judge that. Girl Gone Wild. Then now I have dandruff for the first time in my life. Oh, good. Maybe your skin's finally starting to help you a little bit. I am doing the herbs, eating like a monkey in a tree, all fruits, some salads, and no progress as of late. Brenda is helping. Consultations coming up. I'm going to... Well, Kelly, you're locked in there pretty bad, and if you're just getting dandruff, which you shouldn't have at all, then that tells me your skin, your subcutaneous, your thyroid was down, you didn't have enough ability to eliminate lymphatically through your skin, and now you're at least eliminating lymphatically through your skin. So don't give up, keep going. There's nowhere else for you to go, you know. Do I have a copy of your eyes, Kelly? Ooh, crop circles. ANIMA. Anami. You'd better believe the body doesn't want anything but fruits and vegetables. Whenever I eat anything else, I start sniffling. My nose gets stuffy or starts running instantly. It happened over Christmas. Yep. Me too. Me too. I tell you what. I didn't do that bad, but, you know, I didn't do that good either. Some of you did beautiful. Some of you did fruit fasting, grape fasting through the holidays, and I thought that was pretty dang good. You guys have some stamina, you have some forthrightness, you have some focus to yourselves, and that always wins. I don't care how long it takes you. And Kelly, same way, sweetheart. You know what? Got to keep moving your attitude to the positive. Get your attitude to start detoxifying yourself. See that in your mind. Everything to the positive, to the detox, to getting better, and it'll be helpful to you. I'm guessing the individual cancers and recommended treatments. You know, and think about these individual videos. See, I can add on to those individual videos all I want, and I appreciate this feedback. Let's see, this is Starflower. Ooh, beautiful picture there, dear one. Thanks for this. I already kind of knew that, in that, you know, I think I see these videos in segments where I can add to them, so I'll do that. I'll do the individual cancers, and I'll do what you do for them, even though, I'll be honest with you, there's not a lot of differences in what you would do. There's different herbal formulas you would take for lung cancer as opposed to pancreatic cancer, and I'm going to get into that. I'll add that to that cancer video, and I'll do that maybe this week. And I'll so you'll help you see what you would do with that, and also as a clinical practice, what you would do with cases like this. Sometimes I don't give, say if you had pancreatic cancer, there's times where I would not give a pancreatic formula, even if the pancreas was suffering from suppression from the lymph and the acidosis. I still probably wouldn't give a pancreatic formula if there was a tumor involved, in the sense that creating more cellular activity would create more cellular waste, would create bigger tumors. So in a way, I'm just kind of slow down a little bit, and I, except for lung cancer. If you've got lung cancer, you're getting a lung formula, because the lung formulas are expectorants, basically. And I'm going to keep this so expectorants and breaking up hardened mucus. That's what the 3-lung tea. That's what I like about my lungs too. I tried to put more expectorants, stronger herbs to break up hardened, solidified sputum or mucus and stuff like that. So that's in a case I would do that. But in a pancreatic cancer case, I wouldn't give a pancreatic formula just yet at first till I see that kidneys filtering and I see that tumor coming down. Same thing in a goiter. You have a goiter, I never give anything for the thyroid. Even if they're in a hypo state of thyroidism, I never give anything because I've done that before. I've given things to increase thyroid function and the goiter grew. And then it was logical to me that if we pick up cell function, we're going to pick up cell waste, and therefore we're going to pick up, bigger tumors, because the problem is that fluid hasn't got a doorway as it is. And so by adding more waste into a sewer system that's already backed up is not, in the scheme of things, and yet your cells keep producing waste and keep adding to this. This is why things increase, things grow until you get your kidneys filtering, because until you can get your kidneys filtering and get up into these areas, say up in the upper area, torso, or up in the head area, till I can break loose and dig through all this, these lymph nodes and break them loose and everything, it's going to be hard to get that. And remember, this deals with the acid side of chemistry, so the lymph nodes in some people can get real hardened, and it takes a little while to break them up. So you can use castor oil and things like that on lipids and stuff on hardened masses and stiff, tight lymph issues. Healing naturally. You like that name. Question for you, Dr. Morse. I have been detoxing for almost 4 months and can't seem to get rid of the brown ring around my pupil, chronic bowel. It's gotten lighter. Well, that's good, man, in 4 months. But it is still there. It is more brown yellow than orange. Well, the yellow could still be sulfur there. It really could. If it's yellowish brown, it could be. How long does it generally take to get rid of chronic bowels? Oh, well, my friend, healing naturally. I like this crop circle. There's been some neat ones out there. In a chronic bowel situation where it is brown around the pupil and you have blue eyes, it could take you a couple of years. Easy. I mean, you guys are learning what I've learned through all the years, that even at the top, even when you're sitting on the top of the mountain like you guys are, it takes a while. So you can imagine those people down here in the bottom of the mountain, they ain't going nowhere ever. They get a little better, but that's all they go. And some of them are raw foodists. And we still get them in here as raw foodists with their cancers and everything else because they're not focusing on the lymph. And I think that's really the key, is detoxification. That's the golden key. And without understanding true detoxification and the art of detoxification, people are not having that much success. So when you look at you guys are having tremendous successes, some slow, some very fast. But you get the picture now. There isn't a remedy. There isn't an instant remedy. There isn't the nectar or the Shangri-La in one formula. It just doesn't happen. It's a process. It's a process to get to this area in dis-ease. It's a process to back up out of that area. And it's just time consuming, and for many they have to live on these higher levels. But I want you to always remember this. A fruitarian diet, and I'm not advocating that one live a fruitarian diet all the time. Please let me get that out there. I don't advertise that. Would I enjoy that for me and everyone else? Absolutely. We're a frugivore species. We're not an omnivore species. In any way are we not omnivores. A real good species comparison will show you right on that we're frugivorish. And so actually eating a frugivorish diet, a fruitarian diet, is basically what we should be eating already as a natural diet. So just having people do that seems to be a stare, seems to be real out there, wild, radical, and it's really not. It's just really supposed to be the diet your body's designed to eat. That's the big issue. But for many, we have to live at these levels to come and survive,